Is all or nothing. He needs a bit of luck here, and he's not had any. Strange choice of shot from Jimmy.
Yes, didn't have to play that, but maybe he thought that was the moment where he'd got to take a chance.
Oh, absolutely. Back's against the wall. You think I can just pull out one great shot and give me a chance to get back in the frame. It's sometimes all about decisions you make, and he decided to go for it. So he's just going to sit there now and wonder if he'll get another chance. Highly unlikely, as Ronnie's played a superb positional shot there off the brown. 61 points in front. Red and a black would do it. And there's the red, and he's on the black. So Jimmy's given us some great thrills in this Masters this year, and played some of the best snooker I've seen him play for many, many years in his match last night against Peter Ebdon. But he's just come up short this evening, it appears.
14.
Yes, I agree, John. Jimmy White has beaten Stephen Hendry, his old adversary. Beat him no fewer than 7 times here. But Ronnie O'Sullivan
22
has become one opponent too far. A brilliant one.
27.
And one with excellent nerve for a match.
28.
Well, let's try and ignore the crowd who are just being ridiculous now. This has been a great performance by Ronnie O'Sullivan. We question sometimes his temperament and his love for the game, if you like. Been nothing wrong with him tonight. He's played superb. He's always been flowing, thinking the game out nice. He's enjoyed every moment. And what a final we've got tomorrow.
Great night. Great match. O'Sullivan fluked the pink, but he doesn't want to continue his 40 break. That was really great. White gave it his all and disappointed his supporters only in the result. But it's O'Sullivan who goes through, winner by 6 frames to 4.
So it's Ronnie O'Sullivan against Paul Hunter in the final of the 2004 Masters. What was the difference between the two players in that semi-final, Steve?
I think when Ronnie got his chances towards the end, he took more of them than Jimmy. Jimmy at 4-all had a chance to smash into some of the reds and got himself in a bit of a mess up and didn't score enough points early in the frame. It's easily done, I know myself from that situation. But in the end, Ronnie just showed perhaps he had the class and the fact he had a bit more experience and been in that situation a few more times recently.
What's your reading of the game, John?
Yeah, very much what Steve said there. Just when it came down to 4-4, you know, Jimmy's been really good all week. He's pulled it out when he's needed to, and basically, you know, Ronnie was very strong the last 2 frames, very strong. There he is.
Ronnie, congratulations.
Cheers.
Many congratulations. You have a great respect for Jimmy. What's it like having to play him in those situations?
It was tough, very, very tough. He's beat me the last 2 times that we played here. And, you know, I found it difficult with the crowd, you know, as well tonight. But I managed to sort of, like, you know, stay cool and compose myself, because I know I had to be composed tonight, because if I allowed anything to get to me, you know, it was having to beat Jimmy plus beat myself, you know, so I had to be really, you know, on top of my game mentally. You know, it wasn't so much having to play well. I realised halfway through the game that this ain't about this game tonight isn't going to be one with skill. It's going to be one with who's got the heart, who's got the composure at the death, because it was very tense out there, and it's only arenas like this and crowds like that that make an atmosphere as such.
It's like an unusual atmosphere, you know, to go out, it's only perhaps against Jimmy, where perhaps most of the crowd will be like firing for the other guy in some respects, or a percentage of the crowd anyway. That's quite a different feeling for you, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I expected it though, you know, but it's not nice when you get booed and you know,
Weird, isn't it?
it's not nice, you know.
Join
but,
the club.
You know, that's,
You're the president.
But I don't think they mean anything by that. I just think it's just unconscious behaviour, you know, at the end of the day. But, you know, as long as they was enjoying themselves, that's like the main thing, you know, and they seem to enjoy that tonight.
Nice though that you can pull away from 4-4, you know, when it really matters, you know, to get over the line.
Yeah, no, I felt with 4-4 that Jimmy sort of like looked a bit vulnerable. You know, I felt that out there, you know, and I thought, right, well, this is the time. If you're going to win it, you know, you've got to make him pay now, because if you don't, he'll get his confidence back. And I knew there was a time that match where I just thought, right, I just have to, you know, make what's there when I get in.
And you can sense that, even though it may not be so obvious. I mean, perhaps some people that watch a lot of snooker may pick up on that, but you can sense it if you're in the room, certainly.
Yeah, I think the commentators pick it up as well, because they're there and they can see the body language and things like that. So, yeah, but it was tough, you know. Jimmy's a hard player to play here, and he's hard to play anyway, you know.
And, you know, obviously everybody's delighted to see him playing well.
Yeah, it's brilliant for the game. You know, he's a fantastic person, a great character for the game. And you know, if I would have got beat tonight, you know, I wouldn't have been so bad, because it would have been nice for Jimmy to have, you know, gone on and got to the final. It would have been great for snooker, great for Jimmy and his family. So, but it wasn't meant to be. I had to go out there and do a job tonight, and thankfully, you know, I was able to come through.
And did you go to the theatre last night to unwind?
Nah, we went to Langham's instead, and ended up just, I can't remember what we've done. We went for a meal and a little cup of tea somewhere. You know what I mean? We didn't end up going to the theatre.
You have been incredibly composed throughout this tournament so far. Sort of, what gear do you feel your game has been in, Ronnie?
No, not very good this week, I must admit. And I don't want that to be taken away from anybody else, but I felt like I was playing, you know, a lot better when I was in Wales. But, you know, I've just had to be hard to beat. You know, when I've been here, that's been my main focus since I've been here. You know, they're going to have to scrape me off the table, and you know, I'm quite happy that sometimes you're going to have to win like that. So it's a great test for me this week so far that I've been able to come through these games. You know, I've just looked at it like a test. I haven't looked at it like, you know, I want to win this tournament. Let's see how well I can do, not at my best. You know, and if I can win this tournament not at my best, then it's you know, it's quite good.
Does that feed off itself in a way that you're sort of doing well without playing particularly well, so you get extra confidence from that?
No, not really. I'd like to be playing well all the time, to be honest with you. But you know, it's just you form ebbs and flows. But you know, like you know, Steve's won a lot of his titles. I bet he hasn't played well in every one of them. You know, he's played well in a lot of them. But you know, sometimes you have to get through.
I think he's always lucky, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you know, it's just you know, sometimes you're not going to beat your best, but you got to win. You know, you got to find a way of winning.
A decent day. The Arsenal got 3 more points.
Yeah,
so sort of you're into the final of the Masters.
Yeah, you know, it's good. You know, it's nice to be there. You know, but it's not the most important thing.
Now, what about your opponent? Paul Hunter, he is closing down a victory over John Higgins this afternoon. What's your assessment of this young man?
Yeah, Paul's a very good player. You know, he's looked good. He's probably been the best player of the tournament this week so far. If you looked at the games and the breaks that he scored, he's been scoring very heavily. But you know, I really look forward to playing here, because he does well here. So again, it's another test for me. And you know, let's just see what happens. Let's just go out there and have some fun, and enjoy ourselves, because you know, it's a great venue, and it's just great to be here, and I'm just enjoying being in your company, to be honest with you.
This man against Paul Hunter is going to be quite a final, isn't it?
It certainly is, yes. I mean, Paul Hunter, as Ronnie said, has been looking in great form. I mean, the way he sort of coped with Mark Williams, and then the way he played this afternoon. I think everybody in the snooker world, all snooker fans, are looking forward to these two gentlemen coming out and pitting their wits and their firing power against each other. Blink and you'll miss many frames. They don't mess about amongst the balls. Lots and lots of frames won in one visit. It's going to be a powerhouse game, I think. You know, even so, both of Ronnie and Paul can play great safety as well.
Yep.
Ronnie, did you feel it was just such a grand occasion this evening, like a semi-final against Jimmy, and now a Wembley final tomorrow, and the atmosphere again will be absolutely rocking?
You know, it's funny, really. You can put meaning into certain things, you know, and I'm choosing not to put any meaning into this. To me, it's just a game of snooker, and we'll go out there and we'll enjoy ourselves, and whatever happens, happens. It's not really that important. Well, hopefully we'll still be breathing by Sunday night and Monday morning, you know, and let's just get on with life, because, you know, life can be great. I'm just enjoying life, you know. Snooker's snooker, it's what I do, but, you know, it's not who I am.
Well, you're doing it very well.
Yeah, it's not bad, not bad.
Except it pays a few bills, doesn't it?
You know, yeah, it doesn't matter, you know, as long as it's what's inside, I think it's the most important thing. And I've done a lot of suffering over the years, so I'm not going to get too excited over a game of snooker.
Ronnie, congratulations, thank you very much.
Thank you.
John, it's going to be quite a final, isn't it?
It should be a cracker. I don't think there'll be too many long frames in it. I think there'll be plenty of snooker getting played in amongst the balls.
Ronnie, John, Steve, thank you very much indeed. That is just about it